Hello Internet, I am John, welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris 4.0 Learning Machines. Last time, Machine Worlds came online and we terraformed a couple of them. And I'm thinking about Planetary Ascension. I looked in the game's data files for the Mega Art installation, and it looks there like it does reduce Planetary Ascension cost. So that's interesting, and then we just picked up Planetary Ascension cost reduction from Synchronicity. And I'm thinking that this Elevational Hypothesis civic is actually probably really good. Reduced, like even if we didn't do anything Ascension related at all, tradition cost for Empire size minus 25% is not bad. Our tradition costs currently are like, 50, 60k, and I played with this and it would reduce the Empire size penalty from 90% to like 65%, which is a lot of unity per tradition. So I think that would help us speed out the rest of our traditions, in addition to reducing our Ascension costs and increasing Ascension effects. And then I'm thinking, what can we drop, right? And I think the answer is Rapid Replicator. At this point, where I think I kind of want to go is towards like 10 or so big machine worlds. And I currently have around 60,000 pops, right? If I have, 10 big machine worlds, 20-ish districts each, 600 jobs per district, that's around 120,000 pops, if I were to fill all those planets completely. And with the optimization building, that cuts it in half, what I need, right? So we might have enough pops to just fill up a handful of good planets, and with our existing population, we could probably stop pop assembly right now, and go to that kind of target number of worlds without really having any problems. So I think maybe this is a fine time to be cutting Rapid Replicator, switching in Elevational Hypotheses, reform, right? It costs us 5k to reform. We're going to save that on our next tradition, right? In terms of cost reduction. So this is a weird plan. This is not usually how I play. And then kind of the other thing that this relates to is like, okay, well, maybe it's time to start abandoning some of these crappy worlds, right? It's size 20, yeah, but it's far away from everything else. And I'm only using it for pop assembly. So I might start... I don't know if the right thing here is just like you disemploy everyone and then wait for them to resettle. I don't know how long that'll take, but and then that requires like, okay, we need to be putting more jobs up, clearly, on these machine worlds that are coming up. And I mean, these aren't bad worlds. It's just, it's size 16 is not going to be an outstanding machine world. As what I really, so one, I need to go take the Rubricator planet. And send a scientist there, preferably an archaeology guy. And then when Shard pops, we'll go kill him, it'll be fine. Because looking at my core sector, I have like 7 planets currently. That'll be an 8th. It's large. It's a good one. It has good bonuses and things. I kind of want to drop this sector. Really, the peak sector would be like putting one here, because this is a big planet. This is size 25. These are size 20 and 23, and that one's 16 is not terrible. So having a sector here would be pretty good. These ones are both kind of small and lousy. So I'm thinking about abandoning these even though they're somewhat more developed. This one we're just using for prop assembly and we can abandon. Same story here, right? I mean, it's size 12. For a habitability class I don't care about. And my thought here, so there's an interesting glitch around abandoning planets right now, where if you every time you resettle pops off and have less than 100 pops on the planet, you pay the influence cost. So I would like auto resettlement to move as many pops off as possible before I go dealing with that. This one's actually pretty good. This one's big, size 24. We just spent the energy on terraforming it, so that one's I'm not thrilled about abandoning that one. We'll just kind of let that one ride for now, I think. I did want to terraform like everything else that I'm gonna hold. And this one, it's small, but it's in the sector, so fine. That one's terraforming. Yeah. I'm gonna need the minerals a little bit as we scale up here. I would love to switch these off of, mining and generators. They're just not very good uses of them. I do think, so one thing here, this was our trade world. There is no designation for machine worlds for trade yet, and it took us to Unity automatically. And I've been thinking about it, and maybe it would be good to have a Unity world, actually, if I do want to go play Planetary Ascension on a small number of planets. So we might... I mean, how much trade does this one generate? 372, so that's like most of our surplus, actually. But we could do a little switch. Oh, no, not that one. I also noticed something interesting here. So we're using this one as kind of a fortress world. We took the urban expansion options specialization here. I didn't realize that there's actually a planetary defenses option. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of looking for somewhere to build the military academy for the naval cap, but it's not super important. What else did I have in my notes? That's kind of, but that's the main thing I'm thinking about here is kind of refactoring the Empire down to a smaller, denser number of planets, of machine worlds that have lots of jobs per district, and get good return on automation in terms of, because it has a fixed energy cost per district. If you have tons of jobs in your districts, then your return on automation is very good. So, and then you can also get more mileage out of Ascension things. What else? I needed to fix my ships a little bit. My Titans, I didn't set an aura, or I didn't pick the right aura. We wanted the disengagement chance penalty one, and also we need to move up to kinetic batteries. And there was something with my battleships. Oh yeah, I wanted to switch to the missiles here. That might not really be an upgrade, but with my current level of missile tech. Oh, and we didn't switch to ship intellects automatically either. Interesting. That one did. Why didn't these? I've been seeing some interesting bugs. Okay, well, power's a pretty good reason. Anyway, I've been seeing some interesting bugs with like looking at AI ship designs where they're not upgrading either. Like the auto upgrade doesn't work for them. So something is wrong with the ship designer. It's shocking, but upgrades. I've also been thinking that I should be expanding my logistics, like interstellar logistics, in terms of relaying out to subject capitals and things like that. Not far to get to this one. And then that's also kind of en route to the Hasbazan capital. Rubricator, gateways. Yeah, I'd like to start constructing gateways, but it's not critical. There was something with this one here. We needed to build the resource processing center and also the habitation modules. And I think that's good enough.
Technological acquisition successful.
What? No, I'm not gonna go fight the Unattack. I don't care about that. I do actually want colony development speed right now. If I'm gonna either like, go take that one and maybe take some of these. What's this? I don't care about that. Well, look, let's if I have 8 in my capital sector, we grab those 2 big ones in that one. That puts us at 11 if I abandon everything else, so we'll just leave it at that.
Technological acquisition successful.
Particle Lance or Hyper Shields. I don't care about Quantum Catapult. Wormhole Travel's not super critical. I only need it for the Corrupted Iftar. I think Hyper Shields are a kind of a broader upgrade. That's fine. I do want this. 18 months of Unity is a fair bit. Oh, here. I was thinking, if we specialize the Relic World in society research, I don't know that I want... I'm okay leaving physics here. We can just switch this one to engineering. But I wasn't sure which was which. And then we will also need, like, the engineering building. Oh, whoa. That's an interesting edge case. Huh, okay, so you can't queue buildings in districts that are being... or in specialization slots that are being respecialized. So that was this orbital ring. I don't really need to build anything there right now, but here I would like to build these before they get more expensive.
Technological acquisition successful.
Juggernaut. The Juggernaut got buffed in a big way in 4.0. It has like 6 shipyards now. So that could be kind of fun. 5 years is a long time. But I don't... Battleship Hull points will also be good, but it's Juggernaut's neat. You, if you're researching, that can be cloaked, so you don't go...
Ship augmentations completed.
Shard mad. Or when shard pops, it doesn't get you.
Ship augmentations completed. Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
What is happening here? Like I start it, and then it cancels itself? I don't know that I care about that extra 5% Diplo weight. It would be nice to be able to switch him back to Govern if I really needed him. I do like this efficient builder trade a lot. If we are doing another sector, we might let's see if we get anything good. If we have anything good available governors wise. Not really. I looked into whether if I cull my cognitive node, can I rebuy curator principles? And I think the answer is yes. And like, particles doesn't help us a ton. New Worlds is actively harmful at the moment, so I'm kind of tempted to cull my cognitive node. But it probably would be good to go and like research this first before I do something like that, so we'll put it off for now. Everything else good? Not really. Is there like a Legion revision? That would be fine. This is probably going to be a big generator world. It's almost in terraforming, okay. If we're going to do this stuff here, we should have the support stuff for it. Yeah. I'm tempted to get rid of this slot since we're not really using it.
Technological acquisition successful.
I looked into Speculative Hyperlane Breaching. The one thing it is good for is boosting your draw weight on hyper relays. We already have it, therefore I have no use for it. We can get reactor boosters out of the way. That's a neat trade. I like that. Wait, what? I thought this was the Rubricator. Are there multiple archaeology sites here? Okay. That's interesting, but I would rather hurry out the Rubricator and deal with shards sooner rather than later. What happened? We have the cusp of a robot in manufacturing. Interesting. That's the opposite direction from where I want to be going. In terms of boosting my pop assembly. So a couple terraforms finished. On this one we wanted to use as a generator world probably. And this one was also a generator world. Now we're gonna have that's not the number of tech drones I expected to see here.
Planetary.
This could be a big energy crash if something has gone wrong here. Okay. It just took a minute to figure itself out. I think it'll be fine. Yep, bounce back. Good.
Planetary surface settlement established.
That was quick. So this is going to be a tech world doing primarily society. I'm still... Oh, okay, so I misread this. Planet modifier, minor artifacts per 100 biologists, plus 0.5. If built on a relic world, additionally, mine artifacts per 100 biologists plus 0.5. So, I don't know. Maybe we don't need to keep this a relic world. It's not bad. You know, the collapse spire bonus is pretty good. Yeah, we might just leave it as it is and still just do heavy society here.
Technological acquisition successful.
I didn't realize the precursor cooldown was so long. We might end up with more mine artifacts that we can actually use.
Technological acquisition successful.
Global stability bonus. It's a very small bonus, though.
Construction complete. Technological acquisition successful.
Arc emitters are okay. Yeah, so that's
Planetary
definitely going to
surface
pass.
Settlement established.
We have 2 planets, both named Cos Prime. Oops. Yeah, I guess given available options, I think the best one looked like probably the plus XP one, right? Because at this point we have so much like leader lifespan from traits and things. I definitely don't want a stability penalty. Don't care about food. Yeah, so I think we'll go with him. Maybe we'll make this a trade world. I mean, it wouldn't be bad for minerals either. We can do trade for now, though. It's also in a good spot to be a fortress world if necessary. Capped on alloys. Terraforming. At this point, though, so people were fiddling with this on the forums, and it looks like it basically isn't possible to actually get to level 10 before exhausting all of the tasks. And even if you did, at this point, we have all of the stuff besides jump drive and maybe puzzle. I don't know if we have puzzle shotgun yet, but we definitely have the rest besides jump drive. And likewise, in Conquest, we already have, we're drawing existential campaigns. In development, we have mega engineering. We're missing some of these diplomacy techs. I don't know if we can even get them. But yeah, so this focus thing, it works great for the first 50 years, and then after that completely breaks down. I'm just curious, like, if the population of these planets is falling. It looks like it is. It looks like things are migrating. Yeah, this was like around 1,000. I guess we're still getting some... Yeah, okay, great. Yeah. We're still getting some assembly here, though. Just not much. 400 mine artifacts.
Situation log adjusted.
I'm actually kind of curious to go Galactic Custodian. I never have before. Or, excuse me, to go Emperor. I don't think I ever have. And, like, going Galactic Imperium is basically for breaking up federations, right? So that's a problem that we have, is that everybody's federated. What if we just did that? So this one will banning AI. Right, capped on alloys, should build fleet.
Technological acquisition successful.
Here, Interstellar Assembly. I think the assembly reduces empire size now, just like globally. So that's also a very interesting thought. We can do Gauss Cannon, I guess. Do I need that? It might be a prereq for Kinetic Artillery or something. Something else before I get interrupted. Right, so we should probably start the Art Monument, right? And we'll take Master Builders. I think I just like forgot to turn Living Metal off, so yes, that's fine.
Special
have some crime
project
here.
complete.
You might want to turn Hunter Seekers up a little bit. Plus we have the pops, so you can't be not building. Gotta be building something here.
Council agenda available.
Okay. This is the Kaleidoscope. I don't think I've ever done the Kaleidoscope before. Having resources from jobs minus 2,000% on our capital is pretty bad.
Situation
We're gonna need to do something about
adjusted.
that. Construction ship in orbit. I know I have some idle construction ships. Is that really the closest I got? Probably be faster to just build one. Yeah, that cut our science output in half. That's pretty bad.
Technological acquisition successful.
Here's kinetic artillery. Still not sure why I'm drawing nanite. I guess I do have a tiny source of nanites, don't I? On my capital deposit. I don't know if I could feed the upkeep of a single nanite transmuter with that. And then if I wanted to do the hospice on capital as well, I would go, what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? They're already starting to build relays, so that's good.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, whoa, yeah. Alright, these biologists are really digging up lots of artifacts now. Right, we're at +7 from jobs already. This is gonna become a problem. We're gonna be generating a ton of mine artifacts. It's gonna be awesome. Research speed 10%. I'm happy to see that.
Construction complete. Communications alert.
%60 of I have so much surplus and so much trade. And so many like pops I can just reallocate to energy worlds. Yeah, it'll be fine. And I think that like causes it to explode eventually. Good luck with that, buddy.
Acquisition successful.
Yeah, we can grab the Century, right? It's no science nexus, but... Right, so we're going to use this one for energy as well.
Technological acquisition successful. Communications alert. Technological acquisition successful.
I said energy mut's not much. That's okay.
Alert. Spaceport engaged.
It's kind of a scary lag. These are orange amoebas. Are they not? One solution for my full-on alloys problem.
Construction complete. Communications alert. Communications alert.
Okay, custodian. And that was enough unity to afford a tradition, so that's neat. This one, well, what are we looking at here? We're looking at it's about 5 years per phase, times 4 phases is 20 years. 3 years per tradition. Yeah, we might be better off taking like Enigmatic Engineering now for FE buildings, and then using our next slot for Galactic Wonders, because it might be a while before we finish a megastructure in order to be able to actually do Galactic Wonders. So I think that's an okay plan.
Technological communications alert. Situation log adjusted.
I mean, I guess we just research and get the way even if we don't use it. Nah, I'm good on pops. Okay, so we proposed unit studies. There's lots of other good stuff we could propose now, the custodian. I think we probably do want to just change the designation here to generator world and replace. I keep hitting. See, I keep wanting to hit that replace. This button is too small. That should be like replaced in text here.
Technological acquisition successful. Technological acquisition successful.
Sentry Array would have been a faster option probably because it builds pretty quick. If I wanted to do a megastructure to get Galactic Wonders out.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, armor hardening.
Special project complete.
That's exactly the kind of tech that like I don't actually want, but I'm happy to get as a guaranteed option just to keep out of my draws. It's not terrible, right? Like it's okay against several crises. It's just like never a priority. Okay, last tradition. Expansion is kind of tempting for the empire size reduction from planets and colonies. I probably will try to repeal regulated growth. Statecraft's empire size reduction wouldn't be bad. I think we stick to the domination plan though. Right, like pops are just such a bigger fraction. 25% of 180 from systems and colonies would be... well, okay, what 25% of 90 and 50% of 94, so like 60 points of empire size versus what 33, 43. So minus 10% from pops would actually be yeah. I think domination's fine, and the deviancy reduction will be good. The districts isn't much. Max districts, non-artificial planets. That would actually be really good. With machine worlds that were already stacking up huge. But we're going to keep getting more pops. We're not really getting more colonies. And if we decolonize some, that'll go down. I feel like domination is like the... Well... 43. It's funny, right? Where like the max districts are, if I could get minus empire size from pops and max districts both, I would definitely do that rather than either of these. Menial drone output probably affects trade drones, but it's such a small bonus. Yeah, pops are going to keep going up. We should do
Council agenda available.
Clearly the correct choice.
Planetary alert. Blocker technological acquisition successful. Technological acquisition successful.
Flak artillery is okay. It's a lot of migration. Amplifier is actually good now because it's per skill level. That's actually great. It's a good trade. Okay. So here comes Shard. I guess we could have upgraded the fleets before doing this. We don't... Let's pull you off of the... which one is that? The guy with all the traits is currently on Corvettes, so we don't need that.
Situation log adjusted.
What? Oh, okay, it's repeatable. I thought it was going to be, like, related to the matter decompressor. Can we repeal... I mean, right, so the obvious thing to do is just remove the term limit first.
Technological acquisition successful.
Ancient Refinery is pretty good. What is it? Or it has historically been pretty good. So it's like a combination of all the other 3 refining buildings. Because we need more strategic resources. I'm like halfway to the cap on some of these. This is ridiculous. So that's not really a priority, probably. It is neat, though. I think this probably opens up some good, like, empire management stuff. Yeah, we'll just do the refinery. Translate noises.
Hostile fleet assets engaged. Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. Communications alert.
No, I don't want to give away the memory orbs. I got a better plan. How about I just buy that from you for something else? Can I interest you in some alloys?
Communications alert.
I'm actually kind of tempted to take association status with this federation now. Okay, so we lost a couple battleships, but nothing big. So this is from the Memorex. We can... So we have enough stuff now to turn these all on temporarily and get the curator thing. Leader experience gain or monthly society research. I think I'd rather have society research.
Technological acquisition successful.
And the Rubricator gives us even more minor artifacts because we don't have enough of those. That's a lot of amenities. Don't really need it.
Technological acquisition successful. Technological acquisition successful.
Refinery. We could do the naval cap. I'm also kind of tempted by the restored node skill. Not because I need the additional strategics, just because it's funny.
Technological acquisition successful.
Yeah, we could use more living metal. We have a source somewhere. I'm not in any hurry to get the shard bonuses, and I like society research.
Ship augmentations completed. Technological acquisition successful.
Ancient Nano-Missile launcher corvettes would be funny with all the artifacts you're generating. Oh, and corvettes can be artillery combat computer now, which also gives them good kiting and range and stuff. But actually, yeah, even more node skill. If I'm thinking about culling my cognitive node, that would make sense.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, so that ends the situation, and we got a relic. Monthly energy credits. Grants of resource depending on star class of capital system. Okay, but I have a trinary, so it gives a bunch of different stuff. So alloys, consumer goods, and food. None of which I particularly need, so that's great. And now my energy economy is going to explode because I was making up for a 60% penalty.
Communications alert. Ship augmentations completed. Ship augmentations completed.
Council agenda ready.
Ship augmentations completed.
Okay, so now like rushing stuff through the Senate as the custodian is a great way for us to generate more unity. Especially if I scale up my unity production even further.
Construction complete.
So that's the Colossal Assembly Yard, so now we could build the Juggernaut. Why you know X-Slot weapons? Very strange. That's pretty good support for a carrier fleet. We can't put afterburners on it, so that's a bummer. There's a reason I play this name list, and it's mostly that it's funny. Yeah, so we can build one of those, I guess. We'll wait to... Well, it doesn't actually kill it until the agenda is ready, right?
Successful.
Where's the... Yeah, so this will be done by the time we fire the cognitive node culling agenda. Gotta go get our Speculative Hypotheses back, very important. Okay, there's the hour. I mean, yeah, we have so much strategics, we can just dump motes on them or something, right?
Technological acquisition successful.
We could do monthly unity, that's alright. I'm actually kind of curious now. Okay, so we're at +2 and +2 and +1 from synchronicity. So I don't know if we end up with a level 6 or level 5 cognitive node after pulling that trigger. But yeah, I'm wondering if these are small enough that I can actually abandon yet. 108. What? Why is it unstable? There's nothing there. That sounds perfectly stable. Okay. What do we get? We can build a Class-3 Singularity. Interesting. How do those work now? If I have, for example, a generator world. I guess I can probably only build it in generator slots, huh? Yeah. I mean, okay. I guess. I mean, may as well, right? We should build a orbital ring there too, if I haven't already. Yeah, the science output on coordinators is so funny. Oh, and we got to start the other one. The assembly site, I guess. Again, it supposedly gives empire size reduction. Yeah, here. Okay, so the tooltip on the tech is wrong. It does give colony ascension cost reduction. Uh-oh. So now we have war between the two federations, I think. I don't really know what their war goals are, but that's gonna get ugly.
Technological acquisition successful.
Naturally, after I go start all the other megas.
Technological acquisition successful.
Oh, they're integrating. Ooh, that's gonna get nasty because they're a hive mind and the Vur are not. Hmm. So they're still around 30k fleet. Hmm.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
Rebellions.
Srok apektal.
Spiritualists. Okay, yeah, so it's corrupted avatar, but it doesn't want to give us things until we go through.
Technological acquisition successful.
Titan hull points would be okay.
Construction complete.
I like mobilization. Defense force is also pretty good. I like the sublight speed. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in the custodian resolutions. We also have the politics resolutions, right? That's also pretty good. Okay, yeah. That could be funny. It's funny how there's how much support there is for that. Clearly badly managed. I don't need the naval cap right now. We may do that later. That's actually purely good for us because we don't have super good subkeep. Okay, so the terraforming finished. Stuff went weird for a second there. It'll be fine. Just sort the stuff out. No, it's a good research deposit. We should do that. And it'll be full of minor artifacts again. I think I'll still be full with 750, right? Yeah.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
A little confused what happened here.
Complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
Central processing. Yeah, I think we do architectural focus. Again, I would like to be able to build automation buildings everywhere and have them not be too expensive. So having the upkeep reduction would be pretty good. I guess I have the energy to be doing that more aggressively now. I'm just kind of like, is there anything else I should be building here? I really don't know.
Technological acquisition successful.
Ah, Ascension Theory. Can't pass that one up. Okay, alright, we're already over time. That's a fine, like, thing to have picked up. We did about, what, 15 years? So, alright. Yeah, I'm curious as megastructures come up and as Unity piles up, but traditions finish, to continue, yeah. Abandoning small colonies, and or like this one. Although it's a sector capital, so it's kind of an interesting one. I wonder what happens. Yeah, okay, so it removes the sector. Yeah. So we'll just kind of keep moving into that. How many planets am I down to now? We're at 16 still, which is where I started. So we picked up 3, and we removed 3. I guess these 2 will probably go next, but they are a little bit load-bearing. Particularly for the Navy. So maybe that's what we'll do with these 2, is that we'll make one of them, like, trade. Well, we already have a trade one, but it's out of sector. No? I don't even know where this is. Yeah, well, I think we'll... I thought I had a trade world. Maybe not. That one's 23, and that one's 20. Yeah, I guess we can do trade here. Just mark them for myself so I know what I was thinking. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching.